welcome back to the Highly Anticipated Podcast. I'm your host, Josh Raphael. Got my co-host, Will Young, Tyler
Yes, sir.
Pouncey, and
Yo,
we back as usual.
yes,
And this
As
time
usual.
we got ourselves an NFL episode. I know some people have been asking for some NFL content, and there's a lot of lists that's been dropped, a lot of drama going on in the NFL world as of late, and we here to talk to y'all about it. But first, how y'all doing?
good.
It's a great day to be alive, man.
Can't
Great day to be
complain.
alive.
Can't complain.
Yes, sir.
But a lot of people that are complaining are these running backs. So I'm hearing they making a group chat, all the running backs in the league making a group chat. They go into the owners. They want something to be done about their money because they not getting paid. So I'm gonna start with you, Ty. I know you a real football fanatic. Should these running backs be paid more?
I don't think so. Because if you look at it this way, and it's gonna sound real crazy, but if you look at, I want to say Emmanuel Acho made a good point about this, and I've been saying it too. If you look at the past about 5 to 7 Super Bowl winners, you can literally see there's no any of the superstar running backs nowhere. Like Isaiah, this ain't no disrespect to the running backs that won the Super Bowl. Obviously, they got their ring, but Isaiah Pacheco, Miles Sanders, the list goes on. Like none of them are top 5 or even top 7. Not saying they can't be, but you don't need a running back to win. You don't need one to win. You just throw somebody back there. If you got an offensive line, we see how that worked with Zeke. As soon as that offensive line in Dallas started going down, what'd he do? Right behind him, going down. So I feel like you don't really need a superstar running back to win no Super Bowl, and that's the major reason why they're not gonna get paid. It's just not gonna happen.
About you, Will?
Yeah, I'm right there with Tyler, honestly. Like you said, I mean, it's unfortunate, honestly, from a, personal perspective. Is it unfair? 100% yes, it's unfair. Life's not fair, so whatever. It is but from a business perspective, looking from the organizational side, it just doesn't make sense to put that much money to invest in a running back who more than likely, given the trend, is going to get hurt at some point in time. And you really don't need to win a Super Bowl, or won't get you over the hump. It might get you to a Super Bowl, obviously help you during the regular season. But if the trend is showing that you don't really need one, and there's evidence to support that, I don't see what's the purpose of doing it. So yes, it's unfortunate, but running backs it just ain't a thing. Like, unless you got the next Barry Sanders or you something absolutely incredible, good luck. Good luck to you.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you both. Obviously, it kind of sucks for the running backs because there are some great running backs in this league. But as you guys said, you gotta look at it from a business perspective. I mean, I just think teams are realizing that you don't really need a premier running back to win a Super Bowl. And it's just, yeah, they may help you get there, but you don't really necessarily need one to win. I mean, going back to y'all's point, look at last year. I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire was a first-round pick, and I don't even think he played, in the Super Bowl, or at least was significant in the Super Bowl. So, I mean, clearly you don't really need running backs to go far in a sense. So it sucks. I mean, Wilson, unless you Barry Sanders, or I mean, in my eyes, at least for today's era, unless you're Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey, and Christian McCaffrey's an anomaly as a running back because he can line up as wide receiver too. So it's unless you're those type of guys, like a Derrick Henry that's going to run through everybody, or you can play multiple positions, teams aren't going to give you money like that. They're just not. As messed up as it is, they're just not. And honestly, they have no one to blame but, I mean, the running backs before them. I mean, Le'Veon Bell held out, got a bag. Look what happened to him. I mean, Alvin Kamara got a bag, went on a decline. So it's like Ezekiel Elliott got a
Zeke
bag.
got a
And I
bag. I was just
mean,
gonna say.
That's the
so
biggest one. I think
it's
Zeke ruined
like,
it for
I mean, if
everybody.
there's anyone to blame, I mean, they really got to be the running backs before them because they were paying running backs. It's just when they was doing it, them boys either, like Will said before, got hurt or just didn't pan out to anything.
Mhm.
So, I mean, it's unfortunate, but I mean, that's just kind of the reality of what it is, you know? So, I mean,
And
it
for
kind
some,
of came. No, you can go.
my fault, my fault.
No, you good. You can go.
Nah, because we finna touch on it anyway.
You said what?
We finna touch on it anyway. So
They have to do anything with the kickers.
no.
You said we're about to touch on it. That's why I asked. I said you can go. I said go.
Just
What you was
go,
about to
Lou.
say?
I was just gonna say like especially for like Saquon Barkley, for him to be asking for the amount of money that he's asking, given one, the running back market, and how injury prone he's been kind of since he entered the league, is kind of wild.
That's crazy.
He's talented as all get out, and he's probably one of those running backs who if you were gonna pay somebody kind of close. Now he got offered 22 million guaranteed, and I think close to, I want to say 15 million a year, and declined. I mean, you're not, Christian McCaffrey's getting paid 16 mil. You're not gonna get that. I think so is Derrick Henry, or close to something like that. Close to
Yeah,
16 mil, maybe. Yeah.
I
But
think C-Max 16, Derek probably like 14. I think. But I know I'm
buddy.
pretty sure Christian is the highest paid running back right now.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah, like buddy, you got ankle issues, knee, like
He tore
it's
his
not fair.
quad. This man asking for $15 million.
Crazy. You turning that down. So good. Like you
Yeah.
said, last time a running back, Le'Veon, he turned that down. And now he's somewhere talking about he going on tour talking about some, I feel bad, Steeler Nation. I miss you. I made a mistake.
He should have. I ain't
Because
gonna
you
lie.
unemployed, bro. Because that's what it is now. And you ain't bounced back since. Like,
I think Josh Jacobs should get his bread though. I feel like he's been consistent. He ain't been injury prone, and he
Yeah,
was
he
the
went
best
fed
running
last year
back
too.
last year by
he did
far.
go
Like
fit
there was
last
no
year.
debate about him being the best running back. He was out there. He was playing.
Mhm.
He was really
And the
Dak Prescott if
Raiders,
we
the
really
Raiders
being
now
realistic.
more than ever need him. So
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
I
I would
would
agree
I
with
would be
that.
surprised if he held out because I'm not signing no franchise tag. NFL, that is the dumbest idea ever. Get rid of it. That's so stupid.
I
I
agree.
hate
I
that.
agree. It works for me on
I
Madden when I do franchise mode because we don't want to pay the players, but real life it's just stupid. But that's not what we talking
so
about. But
you
that's
so
it.
you and the owners is on the same page, huh?
Well, in terms of you think you finna leave? All right, gotcha. Like
Why?
not that type of thing. I mean, I get it from that standpoint, but like I said, it's not fair. But neither is life. So hey, figure it out.
Yeah.
We still getting paid millions to play a game. So yeah.
But it kind of comes to like my next thing. A lot of running back. Well, not. I don't want to say the running backs, but I think Najee Harris quote tweeted something. It was essentially saying that like the kicker's average salary was more than the running back's average salary, which is a misleading stat because there's way more running backs, including backups, etc., than kickers in the league. But I mean, they're gonna run with that. So I mean, if I had to ask you guys, I mean, which position would you say is more valuable, kickers or running backs?
Well,
That's that's it's actually a lot tougher than you think. And I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, I don't want to choose one or the other. I really don't. I'm gonna kind of say they're honestly at this point they're the same in value, but I might give a leg up more to kickers, honestly. If because yeah, it all comes back to one, if you have a kicker who can kick consistently kick 50 plus yard field goals, right? already your team's at advantage. Your offense is at advantage because all we
Right.
got to do is get past the 50 every single time. That's our goal. Our goal is, and this is if you have a consistent kicker, obviously. Um, and so you get past the 50 every time, you give me your chance to get points on the board. Regardless, if you get to the red zone, if you score, whatever, you got a chance to score. Two, it kind of goes back to that Super Bowl thing. If you're talking about what's gonna help you over the humps, how many of these past Super Bowls? I'm thinking of. I want to say, which which game was that? It was one of the more recent Super Bowls. I feel like it was really just a defensive match. Was it
Oh,
Rams?
the Rams and the Patriots, like
Ram.
2017, 18, maybe one of them. It was a minute ago when golf was still on the Rams, but yeah, it was 10-3.
Yeah, I mean defensive match. Um, and then kickers are obviously going to put you over the hump in those situations,
Yeah.
where your offense or running backs can't. And kind of third thing, I mean, running backs. The reason why I say running backs, while running backs are their value is declining, is because you have first round pick running backs, you have eighth round pick running backs, you got undrafted running backs, all doing the same thing. So their value kind of diminishes in terms of, hey, we can find a running back. We don't got to get you here. We don't got to pay you. We can find a running back who just happy to be on the roster, and he might do the same and put up numbers. With
Mhm.
kickers, it's a little different. You get into your second, third string kickers; those kickers are not as consistent.
Yeah.
Especially for 50 plus.
Yeah, especially once you start getting from 50 plus. So
Yeah.
once you find a premier kicker, that's valuable to a team because kickers aren't like that. And then on top of that, they're not as injury prone. Just obviously given the nature of the game, they're not
Yeah.
involved in as much. So,
I
you
mean,
know.
to kind of go off your point too about like the running backs in terms of like you get a running back in late draft, undrafted, etc. Like a lot of running backs, like if you really think about it, like are scheme based. So if you
Mhm.
have a really
Right.
good offensive coach and a really good O line, like I mean, all you have to see is really have some good vision, and I mean, there would be holes wide open for you. I mean, that really
Right.
won't take no skill to do that. I mean, when the like Noah or whatever opened the water and like Jesus walked through, like I mean, that's the type vibe like you gonna have when you have a good offensive scheme. You know what I mean? So like that's what I think coaches and owners and etc. think about too. Like, I mean, man, if we have one of the best O lines in football and one of the best offensive minded coaches, I mean, we're gonna make our running back get touches. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So,
Mhm.
I mean, to like Will's a Lions fan, right? And Jamal Williams had what 17 touchdowns. I mean, that was really a credit to the offense getting all the way down to the goal line and just
Every
handing
single
it off
time.
to him.
That's
So I
it.
mean, like he has 17 touchdowns, but if you really watch their games, I mean, they were all really from the goal line. So it's like,
All of them. He had a
I
couple
mean,
long ones, but
so
yeah.
you
It's like
gotta you
how
gotta
many
think.
running backs can do,
I mean, you
can
gotta think
probably do
about that. I
that.
think if you put a lot of different running backs in that situation, a lot of them are gonna get in a majority of the times when you're at the 2-3 yard line a majority of the game. So, like I said, I'm not trying to take away from these running backs, but it's like, I mean, bro, like it's just a lot of schemes, a lot of factors go into it. So, I mean, just to go to the question, which position is more valuable, kickers or running backs? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say running backs only for the sake of like running. If you have a really good running back, they will help in terms of like play action, keeping the defense on their toes, not
Mhm.
always pass committing. But if the kicker is Justin Tucker, then Justin Tucker is more valuable. If it's on the same like level of Justin Tucker, like
Yep.
going to Will's point, saying, look, we just got to get past the 50 and we're
Mhm.
pretty much pretty good. We're going to get points on almost every drive. I mean, then I would go Justin Tucker. I mean, in my eyes, but for a majority of it, like I would probably just say like running backs, ideally.
I mean, I would say it's about 5 kickers that's like I feel like can hit from consistently 50 plus.
Mm,
So I would rather take the the kickers. If you really think like listen, what was the dude's name from the Chiefs, the running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire, first round pick. He was
yeah,
hurt all year, fumble issues. What they do? Isaiah Pacheco came in there, running the ball hard, putting the ball in the end zone. He was a good part of they playoff run. So you get that. I'd rather deal with or not deal with him like a bad thing, but like I'd rather have him for 2-3 years, let that contract go out. He gonna wanna, oh, I wanna get paid. Well, trade, you draft another one. Like it's that simple. You can't draft it.
Exactly.
yeah,
You don't find a franchise kicker every year, every 4 years in the draft. So you gotta. I think it's got to be kickers. Like I feel like it's Justin Tucker that can consistently hit 50 yards. Evan McPherson, the one from the Chiefs, and then
Harrison
Buckner,
Bucker, Harrison
yeah,
or
Harrison Buckner,
Butner or whatever.
Buckner, Butker,
Cameron Dicker from the Chargers, and
yeah,
then probably that might only be 4. I feel like I'm missing one that's crazy, but
yeah.
yeah, that's like this. If I can hit from 50 yards, as long as I get it, what's the more odds? A running back scoring a 56-yard touchdown or a kicker hitting a 50-yarder? Like it's that simple. I rather, like you said, I rather get across the 50 and just be like, all right, well, if we can't get no first down, at least we got 3 points. So
Yeah,
you gotta, it's gotta at this point, it's becoming kickers from
yeah.
the looks
No,
of it.
I'm with you on that. But I think also it's just a lot to just. I mean, I guess you could say depicted more on your offense too. So it's just like. But then that also makes you think, dang, like, I mean, if I have to decide between you and a kicker, I mean, how valuable are you really? Because I guarantee we're not deciding between a quarterback or a kicker. We know which one's more valuable, 100%. You know what I
100%.
mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's like, I mean, it's just tough. It's tough for running backs, and I mean, obviously I want to see the next man get paid, but in terms of just from a business aspect, I mean, I don't know if they've just been looking at all this NBA money and they just think, hey, look, well, like we need to start getting paid too. But like,
That's definitely a part of it.
like,
A
but
little
I
bit.
don't think okay, but they gotta be realistic. I mean, there's 3 people on the NFL team. Like,
53.
and honestly, NBA players, like, not saying the NFL is a $1 billion company, but the NBA makes bread. Like, I saw a stat the other day saying, like, essentially, like their contract, like they make a certain percentage of what the NBA makes, or I think it's like at like 51 or 49%. I don't know what it is, but like it's really low-key a small portion of what the NBA makes. Like if you really break everything down. So it's like these NBA players are just making, I mean, everything off what the NBA is making off the revenue. It's just the NBA makes so much more money and they have less players, which I don't think some of these people understand. Like you can't really compare that if they are in that sense. And just football has 53 players. So it's like
Obviously, yeah.
not everyone's gonna be able to get it back. Ideally.
And they're both team sports, obviously, but
Yeah.
football is super reliant on each other. Like there's so many factors.
Mm-hmm.
Like quarterbacks need the receivers need the quarterback, running backs need the offensive line.
Yep.
All this stuff is dependent on each other. Obviously, in the NBA, a lot of these dudes, especially the higher up you get, they playing for themselves. I mean, obviously, it's still a team game,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
you
yeah.
playing for your bread, like my earnings.
Yeah.
You can't ISO on the football field.
Like,
Yeah.
it's
But I
not
feel
gonna
like
work.
too, it's like it's more likely for one player to carry an NBA team than for one player to carry an NFL team. Like I don't
For
even
sure.
think that's
Unless
like,
you Pat
That
Mahomes, which is why he's
yeah.
getting paid the money.
And
that he's
even
getting
then
paid.
though, like he still has like, I
Travis
mean, like a
Kelsey.
formidable like team, you know what I mean? So it's like if
Mm,
Pat Mahomes' weapons weren't at least formidable or his defense wasn't at least okay, like that man, it wouldn't matter what he is. You know what I mean? Like they would have been chips.
right.
So now I'm thinking about the O line might be the most, aside from the quarterback, they might be the most important too. Cause like, man, because you need them to run, you need them to pass, like you really need them for everything. But side note, so like since we're talking about rushing, I'm about to pull it up now. Dove Kleiman, he's been the one tweeting about all like the list and everything. He tweeted something out. And it was basically Justin Fields saying, I'm definitely a top 5 all-time rushing QB, like right now. And he listed the rest, and obviously it's Michael Vick, Cam Newton, Lamar Jackson,
Did he really
Steve
say that?
Young. Yeah, I mean, Dove Kleiman don't be capping, so I'm gonna take his word. I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, is he a top 5 rushing QB? I mean, I feel like it's a little crazy thing to say so early, but I mean, I'm trying to think if there's anybody else.
He said, I'm definitely a top 5 running back.
All time.
I mean, top 5 rushing quarterback of all time.
Yes,
Buddy,
he said that.
You just got no.
I mean, he
not.
did break a rushing record. Like, it's not outrageous to say. I'm not gonna.
No, it is outrageous to say. No,
it's not.
it is outrageous to say. No,
just
because you break a
plays.
record, don't get me wrong. He's great. You know, he got wheels and he's great on foot. I think he's a better runner of the football than he is a thrower at this current time. But I don't know why you do that. That's just a
bro. He's throwing the middle school receivers. All he had was Darnell Mooney.
You can blame it on whatever you want. At the end of the day, why else would he be saying he was a top 5 all-time rushing QB if he was really like that with throwing the football in? Why would he say that?
He got to run every play. Every time.
I ain't gonna lie though. Now I'm thinking about it.
Before the ball touches
would y'all put Russ? Would y'all put Russell Wilson over him?
Bro, I would put literally anybody over there.
Because I'm low-key thinking about that. Like Russell Wilson, I would say Russell Wilson's a better runner of the football than him at the quarterback position.
Runner of the football than Justin Fields. What does he do running?
Yeah, in his prime.
Does he do rushing? What does he do running wise better than Russell Wilson or Justin Fields? I mean, I'm sorry. What does he do?
I feel like
better?
He's more elusive. It's just I just think the Bears ran more like QB run plays. So I feel like they put him in more positions to do that. I mean, Russell Wilson's a better improviser for sure. I think Russell Wilson's a better improviser for sure.
But you ain't going to sit here and say I'm more scared of Justin Fields.
I mean, I just need to see a little more. I mean, yes, he broke a record. I get that.
We need to see a lot. We need to see a lot more. You don't make a claim like that in your 3rd year and say because you broke a little record last year when he was really on a stretch. It wasn't like a consistent. Let's be real too. It wasn't like it was a consistent. Oh my God, he came out the year going crazy running. No, it was a mid-year stretch where he started really going off and started running the ball more.
No.
And based off of that, you cannot say, and this is your 3rd year in the league, you can't say I'm a top 5 all-time rushing QB. That's just not true. Even if you feel that way, good for you. But you living in a fairy tale world. If you think in your 3rd year, unless you're Lamar wasn't saying that in his 3rd year.
Nobody probably asked him. They probably asked him who was your top 5, and he was like, "Well, I feel." Why would you not expect him to say that though?
Why? Why? The question more should be, why would I expect him to say that? Why would you say that? What have you done that gives you the right to say I'm a top 5 all-time rushing QB?
What do you mean? He runs the ball good. That's what gives him the right. Like,
does he run? Okay. The question is, does he run the ball well enough to deem himself a top 5 all-time rushing QB?
I didn't really, but I'd see.
He runs the ball decent enough
up there
to barely deem himself a top 5 rushing.
I don't know about decent
in
enough.
League.
He was
just in this league.
He's
good. I mean, I'm seeing both sides. Like I agree with Will in a sense. Like I mean, I think it's a little. Granted, he broke a record. It's a little crazy to say that so early. Lamar didn't even say that. But as well as I see what you, Ty, like, yes, he is a pretty good, like, he runs the ball pretty well for a quarterback. It's just, I don't know if I would just throw him in the top 5 already.
Nah, bro, you ain't
I mean, I'm trying to think of other quarterbacks. I mean, me personally, I probably would put Russell Wilson, but that's just me.
I can't go with
that's
that
just
one.
me.
I can't go with
that's
that
just
one.
me. I used to be running with Russell and Madden. So
he was out there running for his life every single play. The Bears had the worst offensive line in the league. By the time the ball touched his hands, he got 4 D linemen in his face.
I think if you're asking me personally,
last year.
I think Josh Allen is a better rusher right now.
Jalen Hurts, maybe.
Jalen Hurts is a better.
Like I'm thinking about Jalen Hurts.
Runs though. He has way more quarterback runs than Justin Fields. Way more. All the runs in Chicago is off getting out the pocket.
Jalen can act the difference.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I probably got to put Jalen Hurts over him, bro.
Why do you say Justin Fields can't throw? Why do you keep saying that?
He can't throw very well.
He's okay,
Bro.
Will. Don't say he's okay. Like he's
He,
not bad. He's bad.
He's
Honestly, he was
like
a
you
better,
told me,
bro.
like you told me,
Honestly, I'll
you
be honest
wasn't
with you.
watching no
I'm be
Detroit
honest
games.
with you.
Like
He
you told me,
ran.
you wasn't watching those Chicago games. Like you said, I wasn't watching no Detroit games.
He's an
That's all I'm gonna
average
say.
quarterback in this league, Tyler.
He
and
was.
you know
He was
that.
a better. He threw
I didn't
more
say
in
he was a top
college.
5 quarterback. Yeah, he threw way more in college, and we seen
He
that
threw
ball
way
spin.
better in college.
He
Honestly,
got a rocket. So you saying he not a good thrower is crazy.
I'm not saying he's not a good thrower. I'm saying he's an average quarterback in this league. And as of right now, he's probably a better runner of the football than he is a consistent thrower. That's just true.
Average quarterback ain't
completion
running for
rate is
900
average.
yards.
His touchdown to interception rate is average. Like it's nothing
Well,
special.
he out there. I might as well play receiver for the Bears, but
I listen.
that receiving core was
understand
terrible
you can
outside of
blame
Darnell
his.
Mooney.
You can blame his weapons. He doesn't have the best weapons in the world. Obviously, he got Darnell Mooney. He had the addition of Claypool last year.
Claypool don't even want to play.
Claypool,
don't
quit
even wanna
turning him
play.
up. He's trash.
I'm not saying
even wanna
that
play.
there's not a reason, but I'm saying if you threw Justin Fields in another system with 3 fantastic wide receivers, he's not doing except like he's not going crazy because he's just not that guy yet.
Switch him with Jalen Hurts on the Eagles. And I hate using that argument. What you making that face for? That he
Wait,
has
what do
way
you
more-
like? What, okay,
Jalen-
like if you switch it,
Jalen
what do you
Hurts
say?
has
What do you
way
say is gonna happen?
What happens?
Crazy on the Eagles.
How how crazy? What do you
How crazy? He does, bro. Why
Do you
y'all
think they
sitting
go to?
here-
Do you think they go to the
People
Super
do-
Bowl with
yeah,
Justin Fields at
yeah.
quarterback?
Well, I feel like a lot of quarterbacks would go to the Super Bowl with that team. That team was stacked. So
Okay,
make that
but now I
face.
feel like you're
Don't
taking
make that
away. You're
face.
taking away
Don't
from what
make that
Jalen
face.
Hurts does, though.
That
No,
is
but
a
Jalen
super
Hurts.
team
You're saying
over
that
there.
if Justin
Super team in
Fields
Philadelphia.
replace Jalen Hurts, that they
I
will
said
go
they
to
would make it to the Super Bowl. I said a couple of quarterbacks would go to the Super Bowl with that stacked
Well,
team.
how far? Okay, how well would you say that Justin Fields would do on the Eagles if they swap?
They would definitely make the playoffs and contend for a Super Bowl. I don't know why y'all making it seem like the Eagles don't have the
I can tell you right
deepest
now,
roster in the league.
if Justin Fields goes to the Eagles, they're not Super Bowl contenders. They're
the
just
deepest
not.
roster in the league. You could have put anybody back there and they would have went crazy. What is you?
That's
like,
not
what?
true.
That is
That's
very
just
true.
not true.
You have the best pass rush. You have 2 of the best corners in the league, and then your safeties
My
are going
God,
crazy.
you're really
That's defense. Then you have
how good.
Then you
Jalen
have
Hurts
AJ.
is.
You have a top 5 tight end. You got AJ Brown, top 5 receiver, and one of the best number 2s.
Yes,
in the
that's
league.
one of the
And
better
the best offense.
Yes,
in the league,
yes,
and best
yes.
offensive
On
line.
both sides, them boys were dirty. I just don't know if I believe in Justin Fields enough as a passer that he will get him to contend for a title yet. But I'm trying to think
Justin
now.
Fields is the passer. You're not gonna have Devontae catching for 1,000 and AJ Brown 1,000-yard receiver. That's not gonna happen.
2. Oh my God.
Because I'm
That's 2
thinking
Pro Bowl
of the
caliber receivers.
49ers. Would you say it's like a 49ers situation? Like, they lose a quarter.
If they get a good quarterback, they're winning the Super Bowl. Sorry to tell you. If they get a franchise quarterback, the 49ers are damn near unstoppable. If everybody comes back. People forgetting they just got Javon Hargrave too. So, and they didn't lose nobody besides their
Do you think Justin Fields would have did better than Brock Purdy?
Yes. Easy, yes. I don't. What is your satisfaction with Brock Purdy, bro? What's the issue, bro? We had this discussion in the chat. Like,
what is your satisfaction with Brock Purdy?
Because I don't know what it is that you see in Justin Fields that you're making.
I don't know what it is you see in Brock Purdy. What are we doing?
Okay. I'm not even finna get into that because you already know how I feel about Brock Purdy. I just think he's a good quarterback, but I just don't believe in Justin Fields, bro. I just don't.
And I don't believe in Brock Purdy. We on the same boat. We can agree to disagree. Neither one of them went to the Super Bowl.
You really made the claim that the Eagles would be Super Bowl contenders with Justin Fields under center.
I said they would make the playoffs, just like any other quarterback would make the playoffs on the Eagles. You could have threw Jared Goff could have made the Super Bowl with the Eagles.
Yeah.
Jared Goff could make the Super Bowl with the Eagles.
You got the best offensive line. Top 5 quarterback in this league.
Whoa.
I'm leaving.
Hey, Will, I was with you. Will, come on, Will, relax.
Like, obviously.
Relax.
Next topic.
Obviously, he would go.
Honestly, let's hold on to that because we got something. We're going to talk about the top 10 quarterbacks anyways.
Hold on to that.
We're going to hold on to that because before we even get to that.
Maybe not top 5, top 10, but still.
Go, Josh.
All right, hold on. All right, let's just. All right, I'll just start.
Justin
Let's
Fields.
Will. Is
Hey,
Justin
Justin
Fields?
Fields better ball it. Justin Fields, if you watch this podcast, hoop for Tyler this season. For him,
Is
not for me.
Justin Fields a top 5 all-time rushing QB? Will, yes or no?
No. The answer is absolutely not. Absolutely not close. I don't know why he would make that claim. He should be ashamed that he made that claim. That was ridiculous, and that was ignorant of him to make a claim like that in his 3rd year. No.
What about you, Tyler?
I feel like he's 7 to 9, but he can be 5. He can be
Yeah.
top 5.
I think he's top
How many
10 for
run-
sure. I think he's
Just
top
go, Josh.
10 for sure. I don't think he's top 5 just yet. I respect the confidence though, but I don't think he's top 5 just yet.
Lord have
He has a I don't want to say a long way, but he has a good amount to go. Because I'm crazy. I didn't even think of Jalen Hurts. I apologize to him. He's already should have been in there easily. Josh Allen's is an underrated runner.
Underrated runner of the.
So
and
he's big. So he's way more physical than him. So yeah. So I think he's top 10, but I don't think he's top 5 for sure. But we're going to another top 10 list, and we're gonna quote our guy again, Dov Klayman. He's been on a roll this past weekend. He just dropped the top 10 best receivers in the NFL, ranked by executives, players, coaches, and scouts. So this must be the people that they know what they talking about,
Verified.
So I'm gonna read out the list.
Maybe.
I'm gonna read out the list in order along with the honorable mentions. Number 1, Justin Jefferson. Number 2, Devontae. Number 3, Jamar Chase. Okay, hold on. We'll come back. Number 4, Tyreek Hill. Number 5, Cooper Kupp. Number 6, Stephon Diggs. Yeah. Number 7, AJ Brown. 8, DK. 9, Scary Terry. 10, CD. The honorable mentions are Debo, Mike Evans, T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. And I was gonna ask your thoughts on that. I didn't realize when I looked at this list the first time that Jamar was over Tyreek. I don't know why that's there, but I don't think it's a bad list except for that, especially. I don't know if DK, I might switch DK out. I don't think he had a great year last year
about him,
but my biggest thing about that, I just think Tyreek is over Jamar Chase in my opinion. But we'll get back to me. What do y'all think?
I switch Jamar and Tyreek for sure. I'll put Jamar at 5. Who was Tyreek? Who was 5 in that one?
Cooper
Kupp.
5.
Cooper is not better than Diggs, so I'll switch that too.
Damn, yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, real crazy after 1 year. But anywho, I take who was the honorable mention? You said Mike Evans, T. Higgins. Who else?
Mike Evans,
Debo.
T. Higgins, Debo, Jalen Waddle, Garrett Wilson, and Devontae Smith.
I'll take Jalen Waddle over DK, in my opinion.
I would too.
I'll just switch. Like I said, I'll switch Jamar at 5, put Diggs at 4, Cooper at 6, and then take out DK and put Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, leave Scary Terry at 9 and CD at 10.
Well, yeah, even Scary Terry, that's still underrated to me with the quarterbacks he's had, but gotta go off the stats.
For sure.
I feel like he's the most underrated player in the league, in my opinion, by far. Him or Tyler Lockett, who's another person who should have been in the honorable mentions.
Who would you say?
Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, he's underrated as hell.
Yeah, Tyler Lockett is underrated for sure.
He's underrated as hell.
Honestly, I'm not mad at the list.
Yeah, I'm not mad at either, honestly.
It's not. Biggest thing is DK. I don't think DK should be in the top 10. You could definitely. I would probably put at least Waddle over DK. Or not at that spot. Then I'd probably, if I took DK out, I'd probably move everybody else up and put Waddle or St. Brown. But besides that,
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. I knew it was coming.
I thought we were gonna get through it without hearing.
I knew it was coming.
But that's not like a hot. That's not a hot take or nothing.
Yeah.
That's
Probably.
flaming hot. It's scorching.
No, that's not.
Bottom of the
that.
earth.
That's
Earth's
not a hot at
core,
all.
Earth's core hot.
That's actually crazy that he didn't get an honorable mention. When you think about it,
he was the first one to receive a vote after honorable mention, though.
outside. Yeah, and that's a little. I hope he sees it, and that's a little disrespectful, honestly. Oh,
My AirPods.
Oh, because it's technical.
My AirPods. That.
Oh, what was you saying, Will?
I thought Tyler was fed up.
Shit, might as well be. Go ahead.
I thought he turned it off.
No, he definitely should have been over. Some of the Devontae, I'm not really mad at honorable mention. Waddle, I'm not. Garrett Wilson, for him to have an honorable mention over St. Brown is a little disrespectful. Debo Samuel, for him to have an honorable mention after what he did last year, should not really be. We're basing off of previous years, sure. If we're basing off of solely last year, then no.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to give Debo some slack, though. He was going through a bunch of quarterbacks. I mean, if Jared Goff wasn't your quarterback,
but he didn't look. Honestly, he just didn't. He didn't look great. I'm gonna be.
I mean, bro, they were making him switch positions and play out of position.
I'm not saying there's a lot of responsibility. I'm just saying he didn't look great. So I'm saying, would I throw him in?
Do you think St. Brown's better than Debo Samuel
right now?
Yes, right now.
100% yes. Right now. Now, if you had asked me last year, I probably told you no.
Can we quit the disrespect with Garrett Wilson too? Like,
I'm not disrespecting Garrett Wilson.
No, but he had to deal with Joe Flacco and Zach Wilson and still had 1,000. Like, that's terrible. Those two quarterbacks.
Well, Joe Flacco's not bad.
Stop it.
He all right.
You think about Ravens Flacco?
Right. Even then, he got backpack.
They won a Super Bowl.
Joe Flacco.
Go
and let's not act like what's his face is doo-doo either.
Who?
What's the name? QB.
Don't
say Zach Wilson.
No, not Zach Wilson.
Oh.
Other QB. He was throwing
Mike White.
Mike White.
Bro, he had that one game where he popped off, and then he literally regressed after that.
He had a couple.
Literally.
I know one of them was against the Bengals. Nigga had 400 yards.
Yeah,
Mike White was Mike. He's not bad. And Joe Flacco, obviously, yes, he's not a good quarter. I mean, better throw the football than Justin Fields. But
where did
do you have a vendetta against him?
Sorry. I didn't even mean. I didn't.
The same way I
am
with Justin
sorry,
Fields,
I was still caught up from the last. Sorry, that's on me. But no, not mad at the list at all.
I'm not mad at it. I agree with you guys. Well, aside from the St. Brown comment,
that's crazy. I'm gonna need to plug in my charger real quick. Hold on, just.
All right. aside from the St. Brown comment, I mean, I'm agreeing with the list as well. I mean, I don't mind having JJ at 1. Who else is on this list? It was JJ at 1. It was it Devontae after?
Yeah.
Yeah, JJ, Devontae.
You got to switch Jamar and Tyreek, in my opinion.
Jamar and Tyreek are going to get switched out for sure. Yeah. Tyreek is different. I'm not going to lie to you.
But I mean, we ain't going to act like, hey, Jamar one of the ones. He going to be top.
He is. Don't get me wrong. He is, but he's not better than Tyreek Hill right now.
Yeah, for sure. But him, Justin Jefferson, and probably AJ Brown going to be the top 3 for a minute. Diggs may stay in there too, but after the older players like that, them young receivers gonna be crazy.
I really put Cooper Kupp over Stephon Diggs. That kind of surprised me.
Let's not act like
1 year.
You said what?
I said let's not act like Cooper Kupp is trash.
He's far from trash, but he's not better.
He's not better than Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, probably not.
He's not better than Stephon Diggs. But now we're going to the other list. With the big boys, the quarterback list.
Oh boy.
So obviously the consensus number 1, I don't think it's even
my homeboy
a question. Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, who they? Joe Burrow. Number 3, Josh Allen. Honestly, that top 3 is easy. I think we all already knew it. Now, this surprised me. Again, I didn't even really look at this list here. Number 4, Aaron Rodgers.
That's outrageous.
Number 5, Justin Herbert. Number 6, Jalen Hurts. Number 7, Lamar Jackson. 8, Trevor Lawrence. 9, Dak Prescott. 10, Matthew Stafford. Honorable mentions: Deshaun Watson, Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, Derek Carr, and Tua. How do y'all think about this list? What's your thoughts on this one?
I feel like you gonna go ahead. Well, my bad.
No, go ahead.
I feel like 3 isn't as consensus as y'all make it seem. Like every big game Josh Allen play, he fold. So, like I feel like it's.
Would you say it's better than him?
You could say Jalen Hurts. You could say there's a couple.
I'm not doing that.
I feel like I'm taking. I mean, it's not a. Like I said, every game I seen Josh Allen play that was big.
I'm with you, but I guarantee if the Eagles had Josh Allen, them boys win that Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that. But every game I seen Josh Allen play, he sells. So, hey, all his big games, he be selling. He got smoked by the Jets for the division title and went out there and sold. And, like, granted, he was hurt last year, but like I said earlier, on camera, if you hurt, don't play. Don't use the excuse afterwards to say you.
I think for sure, football's one of those sports where it's like, I mean, if you're on the field, you're playing.
Right. So, I don't know. I'll still give it to Josh Allen, but it's not as like easy as people think, in my opinion. Rodgers at 4 is crazy. Herbert at 5 is outrageous. I feel like Herbert's probably like 7 or 8, maybe 9, honestly.
Yeah.
But I'm taking out Dak for damn Skippy and putting in Tua because Dak is just – I feel like he's the most overpaid – and I hate to say this like that, but he's the most overpaid quarterback.
He said he's not throwing 10 picks this year. You believe him?
Who's not throwing 10 picks this year?
Dak Prescott.
I got
cap. He capped for sure.
That's outrageous. He's throwing more than 10. Like, there's not a lot of quarterbacks that ain't throwing double digits. Even Mahomes and Burrow throwing double digits. So you not throwing 10 is crazy. But I feel like
I don't know if he's not going to throw 10. That's a little
now,
crazy.
If he would have said 15, I would have given him that. But 10, no, you're throwing over 10, buddy. Your receivers drop the ball like hell too. So you're throwing over 10. But besides Herbert being at 5 and Rodgers being at 4, I feel like Rodgers is like going on the back end. So I give him like 6 or 7. But Lawrence is gonna have a breakout year. Lamar being at 7 is like he hasn't been hurt. Like I feel like he needs to be top 5 easily. I feel like he should be 5 over Herbert. Like what has Herbert done compared to Lamar Jackson? But it's besides Rodgers and Herbert, I'll switch out Rodgers and Herbert for Jackson and Trevor Lawrence, in my opinion.
Yeah. But you, Will, what you think?
I mean, like you said, top 3 is a given, obviously. Aaron Rodgers at 4 is absolutely blasphemous. It's outrageous. I don't know who. Obviously, the people who make some of these lists just are out of touch with reality in the current state of these players because that's just not real. That's just not real. He's not number 4. Justin Herbert over Jalen Hurts is ridiculous in my opinion. Lamar Jackson below Justin Herbert is also ridiculous. I love Matthew Stafford more than anybody. He's one of our guys. We still consider ourselves part of that Super Bowl he won the year after he left. Okay.
I ain't gonna touch that regardless. But go ahead.
You said, huh? What'd you say?
Y'all ain't gonna touch it regardless, so y'all gotta take it.
Touch it regardless. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know why. I'm not even sure what Matthew Stafford is doing there. He's on the decline as well, battling different injuries and such. I'm really, I gotta be honest, all bias put aside, I'm really perplexed if the quote unquote executives, players, coaches, and scouts that make these lists, if they actually watch football. I'm actually curious if they just do they guess?
Why are you saying that?
You know what?
Just looking at the list, it just doesn't it doesn't make sense to me. Some of these numbers.
Who
Yeah,
you
I'm
Obviously,
asking
who you putting in?
what are
Who you
you what are you
well,
insinuating?
obviously, I don't. I also don't understand why Jared Goff is not on this list. That's not. How do I say it? That's just you gotta be downright at this point ignorant if you're just gonna say that Jared Goff isn't the top 10 quarterback in this league. You just got to be blatantly ignorant, or maybe you just haven't seen them, or I don't know. But this is supposed to be. I would understand if some regular person said it, but this is supposed to be executives and players and scouts and coaches. Like they don't know much. Um, so you know what? Let me just go ahead because this doesn't make too much sense. You tell me if this sounds like a top 10 quarterback in this league. You just tell me. I'm not even gonna say name. I'm just gonna say you tell me if this anonymous human sounds like a top 10 QB in this league.
Okay.
If there was a QB that
I'm
was
gonna put the spotlight. I'm gonna put the spotlight on you too.
okay, okay,
There you go.
thanks.
Let's hear it.
If there was a QB that was top 6 in passing yards, um hmm, top 5 passing touchdowns, um out of the that tier 1 of QBs, the Pat Mahomes, the Joe Burrows, the Josh Allens, if they want to say, the Herberts maybe, or whatever, the Aaron Rodgers, out of those, he has the least amount of interceptions. Um, with um, if this hypothetical guy, if his QB rating was above the Josh Allens, was above the Aaron Rodgers, was above the Herbert, was above the Trevor Lawrence, the Dak Prescott. What I don't understand. Does this player sound to you like a top 10 quarterback in this league? Or does he just sound like some regular, degular, schmegular, honorable mention type fella? I'm just
Who,
curious what you guys
who are
think.
you
Who are
taking
you?
out the top? Who are you taking out the top 10 then? You gotta,
Yeah.
if you want to put him in, you gotta take somebody out.
Oh, that's no problem. That's no problem at all. Let me look at that top 10 list again, and I promise you it won't take me long. Um, who's in that top 10 list? Hold on. Let me. That's very strong. Yeah, so I can tell you right now, Matthew Stafford's getting the boot immediately, and it's not even close. If
Why?
Matthew, why? Well,
Yeah.
because he's
Why,
hurt.
if I may ask?
Well, because if we're talking best quarterbacks in the NFL right now, um, he's not better than Jared Goff. That's just, I mean,
Why?
whether
I'm asking why. I mean, you got to Matthew Stafford was hurt last year. Okay, but what
he
about
was
their
he was hurt
games?
for he was hurt for
W-
parts of the year.
What about their
Um,
games that you're saying Jared Goff is better than Matthew Stafford?
I think at this point, like I said, I think Matthew Stafford is still a great quarterback in this league, but I also think he's declining.
Okay.
Obviously, I don't think he's going through his progressions as quickly as he has. That was one of his struggles early on in the season. Just felt like he was holding on to the ball a long time, super long,
Okay.
unnecessarily long. He, you know, not going through as quicker. Obviously, his completion rate isn't as
Who
high.
got
I
who got hurt first, him or Cup?
All year.
Or they both were?
I think. Ooh, what week? What week
Stafford
did
was
Matt?
hurt in training camp. last
Yeah,
year.
he was. He had that. Was it his arm?
It was
Elbow.
like his elbow or his shoulder that he
He
was
was
battling.
hurt
And I
all
mean, as
year.
a quarterback, I mean, I think that's pretty important to have.
Yeah, but we just talked about he was out there though, right? Correct.
That's
So he
facts.
was
True.
he was
True.
right. Yeah, he was out there.
True. You
So
got it.
obviously,
You
yeah.
got
So
it.
it was
You got
enough.
it. You want to put Goff in there? Put him top 10. Take out Stafford.
And even if
You got it.
even if
Tua, though?
Stafford wasn't in there, that
I mean,
can't
me,
be
I'm
in there.
taking Tua, but then again, I can't say he got hurt because
I would take
well,
Tua
actually
over-
no, because when Tua was healthy, he was in the MVP conversation
Listen,
when he was
throw him
playing.
in- throw him in there. And
I'm
toss
taking him
Dak.
over Goff.
No. No need to do that. No need to do that.
What?
It's a need.
No,
It's a
hold
need.
on, hold on.
It's a
I'm
need.
giving you I'm giving you a settlement here. No need to do that. Go ahead and toss Dak out. Why is Dak in the top 10 quarterback?
Yeah, facts.
Toss
So
it out.
2 for 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
I ain't mad
him,
at
Why
that. I ain't
Dak
mad at
should
that.
not Dak doesn't need to be in there. He doesn't. He's
Okay, then. So then the revised quarterback list for me gonna be 1, Pat Mahomes for sure. Number 2, Joe Burrow. Number 3, Josh Allen. Number 4, Jalen Hurts. Number 5, this one might be a little crazy, but Trevor Lawrence. Number 6, Justin Herbert. Number 7, Lamar Jackson.
wait, this is your revised list in order?
Yes.
I'm gonna give you a chance to say that again.
What?
Go. You can start at 4 if you like.
Who did I say was at 4? I said at 4 was Jalen Hurts.
Crazy.
Okay.
I said Jalen Hurts at 4.
That's nothing wrong with that. Now you can
At
now, what is
5, I said Trevor Lawrence.
You put Trevor
Trevor
Lawrence.
Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence will be top 5 this year.
You put Trevor Lawrence above Lamar Jackson?
Yes, right now I'm doing that. I'm doing that right now. I'm so serious.
better-
I really
you
believe
better
in
throw the
Trevor
football.
Lawrence. I
You
believe
better-
in Trevor Lawrence.
You better
I'm
throw
so
the
serious.
football.
I think Trevor Lawrence is. Well, are you asking me? Is he a better thrower of the football?
No, I'm
answer.
saying he is.
I'm
I was
asking
saying
you. Oh, yeah,
he's a better
100%.
thrower.
I'm
Yeah.
asking you,
100%.
is he a better quarterback in this league than Lamar? That's what I'm
Well, I
asking.
think yes. Next year,
Quarterback.
Trevor Lawrence will take that leap, and he will be a better
And
quarterback.
he's gonna take a leap, and he could definitely dark horse be MVP. But he's not a better quarterback in this league than Lamar.
Trevor Lawrence 5, 6. Honestly, yeah, I was tripping with the one. I was tripping. Herbert not better than Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson 6, 7. I don't even like Justin Herbert for real. If I'm being honest with you, if I'm really being honest with you, like screw that. Like Lamar Jackson, I said Lamar Jackson 6, Tua 7, Justin Herbert 8.
Whoa.
Let's go to, you know what?
Calm down.
I'm
There
gonna
you
give it
go.
to you. I'm gonna give it to you. Jared Goff 9.
Yeah,
I'ma
as he
give it
should
to
be.
you.
As
I'm
he
gonna give it
should
to
be.
you. Jared Goff 9 and 10. Damn. I guess I don't know, Dak, or am I missing somebody? Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Ah, damn, yeah, Aaron Rodgers. My bad, A-Rod. My fault, gang.
Yeah.
My fault. But yeah, that's my top 10.
Yeah,
I mean, I
Tua-
get it. Yeah, some of them
Tua-
was a little
over
hot.
Herbert
But
is a little questionable, buddy. But we'll let it slide.
you said
for
what? Tua over what?
2 over Herbert is a little.
Tua's a better quarterback than
questionable.
Justin Herbert. I don't care what you say. When
Well,
healthy,
that's-
Tua
that's a little
Tagovailoa
questionable.
is a better quarterback than Justin Herbert. Because when Tua was playing, the Dolphins were one of the top teams in the league, and he was in the MVP conversation. I don't want to hear anything. I'm tired of this Justin Herbert propaganda that he's better than Tua. He is not better than Tua.
That's a little.
He is
That's a little unchy, honestly. And that's
He
kinda
is not
crazy.
better than Tua. What
You said
you know what?
if you said Tua was hurt last year, right?
What
Right?
he got hurt
No.
when he got his 30th concussion, and then they had to sit him out.
You're childish. But
What? I'm serious.
No. I know, but 30 is crazy. But anyway,
It felt like it.
Justin Herbert didn't have Mike Williams or Ken Allen every other game.
Bro,
They'll
I
come
don't
back.
care
get
what he had.
hurt. Okay, so
Tua
you can't
is-
say the
Yeah.
same
Tua,
thing about
Tua is better than
Tua.
Justin.
Tua-
Tua is better than
Tua-
Justin Herbert.
You just
Tua
said the
can't
same
be-
thing for Tua.
Tua
That's
can't
me.
be better than
You just
Justin
contradicted
Herbert.
That's
yourself.
fine. Y'all don't have to. That's just what I like.
Tua-
Just like he
Tua
like
can't-
Jared Goff. He like Jared Goff, right?
Well,
Tua
no,
is
'cause
better than me.
Tua can't be better than
That's me.
Justin Herbert because
know what?
Jared Goff's not better than Justin Herbert, and Tua is not better than.
Well, we know
Jared
that.
Goff.
We know he's not. That wasn't really a
Tua's better
question.
than Jared Goff.
Right, but Tua's not better than Jared Goff. So how can
Tua's better
Wait,
than
what?
Jared Goff.
Okay, you
Tua-
see, this is why you give somebody an inch and they take
No,
the
I'm
whole
not
foot.
trying to take.
They take a
No,
I'm
mile.
not trying to
Say
take
that.
more
Say
inch
that.
and pause.
Say that.
but-
Listen. Say that. Don't pause. Say that. Say that in a complete sentence. What you just said.
I said I don't feel like you can say that Tua is better than Justin Herbert because I don't think that Jared Goff is better than.
They
Justin
need to
Herbert.
send USDA
And
they need to send.
I don't
Whoever they
think
got
Jared,
drug
no,
tested.
I don't
Listen,
think
listen,
Jared
listen,
Goff.
listen.
No,
Whoever
no,
they got
I
drug
said,
tested. Whoever they
I
got drug
said
tested.
Jared
All these
Goff
USA
not
track
better than
athletes.
Justin Herbert. That's
They
what I
need to
said.
send them to your crib.
ASAP.
Because
You didn't even let me finish.
My fault.
I said I don't feel like Justin Herbert. You can say that Tua is better than Justin Herbert because Jared Goff's not better than Justin Herbert. And
But you
Tua
said Jared Goff is better than Tua.
Jared Goff is a better quarterback than Tua. Yes.
Yeah. It must be back in the 80s, crack epidemic.
You give Jared Goff, Tyreek Hill, and Jalen Waddle. You give him those two.
Hey,
my goodness,
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
You give him those two.
According to you, Amon St. Brown top 10.
No.
So
Amon
he got
incredible.
weapons.
Amon Ra's incredible, but if you swap Tua and Jared Goff instantly becomes a top 4 QB in this league with the numbers that he's
Tua was literally considered a top 5 QB through those 6 games he played when he had 19 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. He was in the MVP conversation when he played before he got that last concussion against the Bengals that ultimately ended his season.
Tua wouldn't be a top 5 QB if he was on the Lions.
What are you saying? The Dolphins. Okay.
If he was on the Lions, he wouldn't be a top 5 QB.
And you see why Jared Goff ain't top 5 or top 10. So,
just saying.
Hey, all I'm saying is I'm the most unbiased person because there's no way he thinks Jared Goff is top 10 and Amon-Ra St. Brown is top 10. There's no way at all. There's no way.
Tyler, at this point, I can't help you if you don't see that Jared Goff is a top 10 quarterback. I can't help you.
You want me to name my top 10?
What more do you want?
Yeah, Mahomes, name your top 10.
Mahomes, Burrow. I'll go Josh Allen. Still got Lamar up there. Then I go Hurts, Aaron Rodgers. Hurts, Trevor Lawrence, Aaron Rodgers, Justin Herbert. I feel like who else?
You know what? I'm tripping. Tua.
Those some names.
Aaron Rodgers better than Tua.
We're going to see. Every time Aaron Rodgers ain't got no receiver, we see what happens. But anywho.
Garrett Wilson.
No, I'm saying the last year, we seen what really happened.
Yeah.
He didn't do nothing. Every year he's went crazy. He's had if not a top 3 receiver, a bunch of receivers.
He ain't him for real. That's why the Lions.
I've been saying him and Chris Paul in the same boat to me. They get on my damn nerves. Him and Aaron Rodgers and Chris Paul is the same person to me. Easy. I'm telling you, Aaron Rodgers lucky he got that ring in 2011 because I'm telling you, bro, he's one of the most overrated quarterbacks to me in a while, if not ever. I'm not gonna lie. Because
you said most overrated,
bro.
He's overrated, but he does get a lot of credit for not really like completing seasons.
When he get to the playoffs,
Aaron Rodgers does consistently underachieve.
When he gets to the playoffs,
it now? Let's not put it all on him. His organization has 100% screwed him the past however so many years. They just refuse to actually give him pieces that were going to help that organization compete for a championship. They refused. Okay.
Yeah, I would have said, yep. Some of these athletes are soft. There's no way y'all finna give me damn Ed and Eddie on the receiving court when I can have a good receiver and we can be good.
Ed and Eddie is why.
There's no way. Like, I'll go to the office like, hey, y'all need to figure this out or I'm out of here. It's that simple. Y'all act like the athletes don't got the say so in this. If they don't want to be there, they can easily say, hey, I asked for some receivers. I ain't got none. I'm out. Like, so if he want to sit in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and just rot and not get no more rings, by all means. But he got tired of it and got to New York. Personally, I don't see him winning no Super Bowl. But hey, if that's what floats your boat, sail it. So
you gotta just deal with it.
Yeah, but every time he ain't had no receiver, we seen what happened. And every time you get to the playoffs, besides that Super Bowl, which he got backpacked, in my opinion, we seen what happened.
Well, he got a defense now, so we'll see.
The defense is they got DBs, but I don't know about no defense.
It's formidable. I'd say it's better than some other defenses out there. It's better than the Packers. It's an upgrade. I'll say that. It's an upgrade.
Yeah.
Ooh, better than the Packers? That's tough. It's very tough.
Who's better than the Packers? Repeat that.
He's saying the Jets defense better than the Packers.
That's not a crazy comment. The
I
Jets
Jair
defense was
Alexander,
pretty. The Jets defense was really good last year. Honestly.
they DBs was backpacking though. Jair
Yeah,
Alexander,
it's just their offense was terrible.
yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Their offense was literally dog water. So it kind of just like
like
it
I
kind of
like
just
Matt
screwed
White.
it.
I like Mike White. I like him.
What? Don't start
He's
this, bro.
that's a system quarterback for real. If that I've never seen no quarterback play like that in their first start ever. Man, have 400 yards. Oh my god! In a comeback win.
I'd take Mike White over Justin Fields today.
All
Yeah.
right, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
let's
have
go
to
to the
end.
next one, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go to the
Well,
next one. I ain't even gonna entertain that. You're just
All right.
talking at this point.
All right.
So another free agent signing happened, D Hop, and he decided to go to the Titans. So, what y'all think? Do y'all think that was a good move?
Grade A clown. He's a clown. He's a clown. Boo. Tomato. Tomato. Tomato.
Tomato.
He's a cornball for that, bro. What is he talking about? I thought all the reports were that D Hop was 100% committed to winning a ring. I guess that was cap. I guess because
Yeah.
there's there had to be big cap. My guess is that he's got the big head. This is just me personally. No reports. This is just me personally. My
Yeah.
guess is he's got the big head, and he thinks that so what if I was hurt last year? I'm still him. I'm still really that guy. So somebody need to treat me like I'm that guy, and nobody
Yeah.
else really treated him like he was that guy except for the Titans. And so he
Yeah.
said, "Okay, well, this not a contender team, but they gonna let me prove that I'm him, and so I'll just instead of really the ring, I'll just go somewhere where I can be put back in the spotlight." What did he sign? Was it 2 years?
I think so.
2
If
years,
I'm not mistaken.
26,
2 years
28,
and
something
something.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know I don't know why he's wasting the rest of his good years away at an organization that can't even figure out if doggone Will Levis is gonna be under center soon. Like I really don't understand what the thought process was behind that.
Yeah.
I thought there were reports that when he went to the Patriots that he was gonna figure out something there. Even that would have been better, honestly, than the doggone Titans. So I don't know what I really don't get it. I don't really get it, and I don't you know good luck to D Hop. If he's doing this so he can be the guy, obviously because they don't have a formidable receiver in sight outside of what's his face?
Traylon
Just
Burke.
went there. Traylon Burks. And Traylon Burks looked like he might have just messed around and been a flopster last year. I'm not gonna say after 1 year, but he didn't look too incredible out
He
of
was
all
hurt.
the he's still young, so I'm not gonna say he's like a bust or a flop, but whatever. He didn't look too incredible. So I think really, like I said, I think he went there to be that guy. And that's disappointing. He said he said based on the way he feels he can play to doggone 86. So all right, prove it.
Yeah.
Prove it then. And because you're not gonna win a ring in this organization. So I hope you're prepared to play to go to someplace else.
You can go, Ty.
That was from the Titans' perspective and from D Hop's financial perspective. I understand it because, like you said, the tight ends need tight ends. The Titans need a receiver, and if I'm D Hop, might as well go and get that last good contract. But
Yeah.
in my opinion, if I was him, I would have pissed everybody off and went to the Chiefs and I'm a Bengals fan. I would have pissed everybody off and went straight to KC.
Thank
I would
you.
have said, forget the money. I've got my contracts. I'm ready to win a ring. That's all I'm worried about. But
Yeah.
everybody ain't built the same. I feel like if you're 30 plus, 32, whatever old he is, and you not going to win no ring after you've already been consistently the best receiver in the league for a couple years, and you wasn't even close to winning no ring, I think that should be on your mind first. But hey, who wants to go to Nashville and have to get the ball thrown to you by good old Will Levis? But as long as you get in that bag, it don't matter.
As long as you get that bag. As long as you get
That's it.
that
So,
bag, man.
I think it was dumb, in my opinion, from a win.
Yeah.
It was stupid.
Yeah, from a winning aspect, I agree. I don't really agree with the move. Only because like, I mean, he said like he wanted to win, so I assumed he would have went to like a contender in a sense. Unless they're brewing something up in Tennessee that we don't know about. But
Not
I mean,
not that much.
I don't really.
Cold.
I mean, I get it from a money aspect. I mean, if you just want the bag, then hey, by all means, go get the bag. But from a winning aspect, it doesn't make any sense. So I mean, maybe he just kind of, I don't know, maybe he just wants to play out his contract and then maybe end his career with a contender, get that last big bag that he can get, before he starts getting older. So I understand that aspect of it. But I mean, if it's from a winning aspect, no, I don't think it's a good move. It's from a bag aspect, and I mean, I guess, yeah, I mean, that's go get your bag. I ain't gonna
You could
pocket
have teamed
watch.
up with Deshaun. I mean, you would have had him on one side, Amari on the
Yeah,
other.
but then it's
Like,
probably
there's
to
Exactly.
one of
so
your
many
points, like you
options.
said. Maybe it's like to your point. Maybe he just wants to be the guy. Maybe he doesn't want to
I
have to
think it's
share.
You
I
should be
think
the
that's the most
guy.
obvious thing. I think he just
Yeah,
wants to.
they got a lot of weapons in Cleveland, though. They got a lot of weapons in Cleveland.
Speaking of Cleveland, yeah, Amari Cooper. I don't know how to fit him in that top 10. I know it's off topic, but
Damn. Yeah,
I forgot about
my
Amari
bad.
Cooper, and he's
I
definitely
didn't.
top
I
10.
didn't.
I did.
Nah,
Yes, but
he's
go back.
he's in there.
Go back. It just came back in my mind because you brought up
He's in
Cleveland. My
there.
fault. My fault.
I'm happy you brought him up because we're gonna end this with 2 start bench cuts, quarterback edition and a wide receiver edition.
Okay.
Just gave me some ideas.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, from a winning aspect, no, I don't think it's a great move. But money aspect, and yeah, go get the bag. Can't even be mad at it. But as we're kind of nearing the end of the show, we've been debating QB lists and wide receiver list most of the show. So I thought it was just fitting to end this off with a start bench cut. And one of these is for sure gonna feature Mr. Goff. He's definitely gonna be in this one. I can't even.
Look at him.
He's definitely
Let's go.
gonna be
Give
in
him the
this one.
respect, man. Give him some respect.
But I'm gonna do start bench cut. Trevor Lawrence, Jared Goff, or Deshaun Watson.
Ooh, that's a little steamy. I'm not gonna lie.
So whoever want to go.
Oh, that's
Okay. Don't let Tyler go because he just
you're right. You're right. Go ahead.
such a hater. Oh my gosh.
You don't even know what I was gonna say.
Honest. Wow. This is very tough. Very, 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 very tough. Okay, start bench cut. I'm going to start. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, this is tough. Man. I'm gonna start right now. Wow. Wowzers. They're both dark horse candidate MVP, so you really can't go wrong. I'm gonna start Jared Goff. I'm gonna bench Trevor Lawrence, and I'm gonna cut Mr. Massaggio.
Whoa.
Why is everybody
Oh my
up in
god.
flames
I
about
ain't
that?
even say nothing, bro.
Why is everybody up in
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna start Trevor, cut Deshaun, and bench Jared Goff with no hesitation.
That's fair.
That's
And I'm okay with that though. You
You
see,
started
so I'm
him.
sitting here and I can smile and say,
go Ty. What's yours?
Starting Trevor. I'm gonna give Deshaun the benefit of the doubt, but he's cut for right now because last year in them 6 games he wasn't himself. Obviously, he'd been out the game for a season and some change. So I'm gonna cut him for right now. But when I say it is the smallest margin, that much of Goff getting cut, it's close. But I got to see more from Deshaun Watson. But I'm starting Trevor, benching Goff, and cutting.
That's right. Goff made a cut. Yeah, listen, I see you didn't see me doing backflips when y'all said Jaws. I said,
bro, you started Jared Goff.
You can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong
over Trevor Lawrence, though. Over Trevor Lawrence. All right, you want to give him over Deshaun? I'll give you that. But over Trevor Lawrence, let's be for real.
Is Trevor Lawrence somehow just this wildly incredible quarterback and miles ahead of Jared Goff?
Yes, bro, he led the Jaguars to a shootout, to a back and forth affair with the Chiefs in the playoffs. Like, what are you talking about?
Don't get me wrong. That's very, very impressive.
I hate
Jared Goff is. I mean, they're both top 10 QBs in this league, and they're probably neck and neck in terms of.
One is top 10.
All right.
You can't sit.
What do you
mean? You're not
going
to sit here and convince me that Jared Goff is top 10.
Okay, what do you keep saying? What do you mean they're neck and neck in what? In what?
Nothing.
I'm saying if they're top 10, it's not like Trevor's up here and then Jared's like up here. If they're top 10, if you're gonna flip them, I would put Jared over Trevor. But if you wanted to put Trevor over Jared, it would probably be by like 1 spot. It wouldn't be 3-spot jump.
Yeah, I don't even think it's really a question. I mean, yeah, like I get it. Are you doing that? Are you doing that because like you a Lions fan? Like you genuinely like?
No, no bias, no bias,
no bias at all.
No bias.
No. Jeff Okuda said, "Go back and look at the tape. I think you might see something different." That's what
people at home. Y'all watch this whole thing and y'all let me know how many times he's overrated Jared Goff in any aspect.
It could be overrated Jared Goff.
It could be from the top 10 to
what did Jared Goff have to do to get some respect around here? That's all I want to know. What did you have to do to get some respect?
Win.
I don't know what. I don't know.
I mean, hey, all right, hey, you. That's what you writing.
Can y'all? Okay, look, I'm serious. Since we on it, can y'all please tell me? I just want to know, what did Trevor Lawrence do better than Jared Goff last year? I don't know what.
Win a playoff game.
What do you mean, bro? He led his team in the playoffs.
And played the Super Bowl champions and didn't get beat on. I don't want to say they barely lost, but it was close for it.
The Jaguars are going to be a scary team next year, and then they get Calvin Ridley back.
Are going to be a scary team next year.
They're going to be They're going to be better than the Lions.
Okay, absolutely not. No, they will not be. No, they will not be.
Just go to the receiver one, please. Just go to the receiver one.
Yo, y'all got it, right?
No, they will not. No, they will not. No, they will not be.
Y'all got it, bro. What are you talking about? What are you, bro? Be for real, bro. Like, I need you to be for real, bro. Be for real, gang. Oh my god,
y'all are ridiculous. Y'all are gassing Trevor Lawrence because he led them to win a playoff game because they won their division with a 9-8 record. Congrats,
bro.
Congrats.
That's happened multiple times. What?
Whoa! Newsflash! If the Lions were in that division, they would have won too. They were also 9-8.
But you played.
They were also 9-8.
You got the Bears and the Packers
because they made the playoffs. That's a bad argument.
You got the Bears and the Packers in your division, and the Vikings had a mysteriously crazy year, winning 8 games in a row.
We were 9-8.
Okay, that's fine.
What can I ask you? What do you think? What do you think the Lions' record gonna be next year?
What do I think the Lions' records are gonna be next year?
Yeah,
I believe I said. I think I have them currently at 13-4.
Okay. All right. Let's
still pending, obviously, because I need some thought. But
some thought. Some.
Let's go to
Trevor Lawrence don't do nothing better than Jared Goff.
Okay.
He didn't throw for more passing yards.
Okay.
He didn't throw for more passing
so
touchdowns.
Aren't you the same guy that said the eye test? Because now it just looks like you're just going off stats for me.
I have to look at stats and the eye test to make a complete.
Have you watched Jared Goff? I mean, aside from the playoffs, did you watch Trevor Lawrence?
Yes,
I watched Trevor Lawrence.
Yes, I watched Trevor Lawrence. In fact, I watched Trevor Lawrence just basically play hot potato and lose the ball against the Philadelphia Eagles this year. That's what I watched.
The Super Bowl contending Eagles. I mean, the
There's
Eagles made a
These are
lot of teams
greatest.
look.
One of the
newsflash.
best D lines in the Wild Eagles.
Newsflash. These were the same Eagles that the Lions lost to by 3 opening game. So let's not act
What'd you
like
say?
That's
What'd
a
you say?
different team.
Opening game.
Come on, bro. You can't judge them based off game 1 and then game 20 something.
My goodness gracious.
That's a
Don't make
completely
that
different
don't
team.
make that face. That's true.
You know that it's a completely different team, bro. The Lions did not face the Eagles that ended the season. They did not. That's not the team that they played.
did.
They
Well,
played.
I can tell. I'll just say it. I'll just say it like this, and we can drop it. The Eagles failed to get any sacks on Jared Goff when they played him the first time, and since they played defense, and in the last game of the year, they failed to get any sacks on Pat Mahomes. So if that's the same, so I guess the way they started
They
is
blaming
actually
that
the
field.
exact way they finished
They blaming
to
that
be a
field.
top 5 D line.
They were the best D line. There ain't no top 5. You're crazy.
Oh well, okay. Well, it sure didn't look like it.
We seen what they was doing to little old Brock Purdy back there.
Hey,
Sent
from
them home.
start to finish,
Sent
they
them
started
home.
just like y'all said. They're not the
Sent
same
them
team,
home.
but they sure started and finished the exact
What's
same way.
what's the
That's all
receiver
I'm
one?
That's all I'm saying.
So because of the fact that, well, I'm gonna throw another one of his boys in there, Amon. I'm trying to put it like with receivers that are kind of similar to him, because I was thinking like the Mike
Put some
Evans one
slots.
was like,
Put some slots in.
yeah. So I'm trying to think of. I really want to put him in there, but he's like interchangeable. Like he plays both inside and out. All right. Start bench cut. Amon St. Brown, Debo Samuel, and Jalen Waddle.
Oh, that's easy.
This is a tough.
You can start. You can kick it off, Ty.
There you go.
Waddle, Debo, bye Amon Ra.
Wow. That
That's
honestly,
that's the easiest one. Josh,
honestly, I'm
that's
not
by far the easiest start bench cut
honestly,
you've
I'm
ever
not
given me.
surprised that
Easy.
you cut him on. I am a little intrigued that you felt that it was so quick to just throw Jalen over Debo.
Yeah. Who's the better receiver? I don't need no
Yeah,
running back. Who's the better
that's
receiver?
fair. That's fair. Listen, that's fair. That's fair.
What's your list, Will?
Me personally, because I can only base it off of, off of right now. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna going to I'm gonna start. Don't get me started again. Don't get me started.
What are you thinking about? I don't think the
I
start's
think
that
I
hard.
think I'm gonna start. I'm probably gonna start Watto.
Mm-hmm.
That hurts a little bit. I'm gonna start Watto.
That's the right one.
Bench him on. Cut Debo. Tough. It's tough. It's a tough. That one got me. And if you ask me again 30, 15 minutes from now, I might say Amon and then bench Waddle. But
I'm gonna start Waddle, bench Debo, cut Amon. And I'm not just saying that like because Amon's Amon's a great receiver, but I'm not putting him over either of those receivers.
You're making me hate Amon St. Brown. I think that's what it is. I'm not gonna lie. You're making me hate him. And this ain't got nothing to do with you, Amon Ra. You're a great receiver, top 15, but top 10.
That's how he made me feel about KD.
It's his fault. It's Will's fault. It's Will's fault.
Feel about KD.
What? I don't understand.
Will's fault.
What do y'all like? What? I thought I'm trying to be as fair as possible. I benched him.
But
I could have started him.
In what world is he? Why is it even a debate with him and Waddle or even Debo? Shit.
I have to think about it. Well, like you said, I don't want no running back. That's what Jamar Gibbs is for.
He better be crazy since y'all didn't pay DeAndre Swift. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all let DeAndre Swift go to the damn Eagles.
Let's not make this a show about the Lions.
We ain't gonna get no views.
Eagles can have him.
They gonna see Lions and they gonna turn that. Yep, click off. I'm sorry, Josh.
But no, you're good,
Yeah.
Gig. But nah, I mean, yeah, this was a little NFL episode for y'all. I know we've been talking about NBA a lot, so it feel kind of good to kind of just break down some NFL lists and just have some NFL content for you. Should be ramping up a lot more NFL content within the next coming weeks, because training camp starting, etc.
Training
So
camp.
we're gonna have a lot of NFL, content
Jets
coming.
got Hard Knocks.
Yeah, so yes,
They're saying it's not gonna be good.
they
though, 'cause
limited
they're not
it.
gonna have-
They limited a lot of the access though.
because they didn't want to. It was
I don't
reluctant.
blame
they
them.
ain't
It's
like
a distraction, especially with Aaron Rodgers.
Well,
Because
Lions
think about
did
it,
they
they
ain't
wasn't
like
getting
that.
it
Did
if
it and
Aaron
it went
Rodgers
just
ain't come.
fine. I don't know why they think they too good or something to do Hard Knocks. Like it's ridiculous.
No,
Probably
it's a
superstitious.
disadvantage. It's a disadvantage.
To who? Lions did it.
And we see how that works.
We turned out just fine. That's a winning season. And we turned out just fine. He turned out
You
just
set
fine.
yourself up for that one, bro. You set
Just
yourself up.
prove my point.
The first year we did Hard Knocks, we had a winning season. Like what's the
You
And
set
winning?
no
yourself
playoff.
up for that.
No playoff.
We didn't make the
But,
playoffs. Baker Mayfield throws with his eyes closed. That's what we
This
didn't make
guy
the
here.
playoffs.
But nah, I appreciate y'all, for coming on. Tyler, Will, y'all really clutch for that. Appreciate y'all for the show. Whoever tuning in, man, like, subscribe, whoop de whoop. Let us know about the little intro I'm gonna add before this video. Let us know it's gonna be a little new intro coming in, and we're gonna be back next week with more content. I'm your host, Josh Raphael, my co-host Tyler Pouncey, Will Young. Appreciate y'all boys.